You guys warned me. You warned me this day would come. So right now I am preparing for my first winter here in Finland. The autumn was lovely. We had really nice colors around. In fact, it was really beautiful, surprisingly beautiful actually. But we left for our honeymoon in the States towards the end of autumn. And when we got back, actually, oh my God, we were actually away in the States in sunny California when the clocks changed. So when we got back, it was just like this, hitting a brick wall of darkness. And of course, it's not like I haven't been here in Finland whilst it's dark, but now the situation is very much different. We have moved here now, so we're in for the whole thing. We're gonna be here for the darkness, the snow, the cold, all of that. Like I say, I need to prepare because I don't think I'm ready. In fact, I know I'm not ready. And here's just a little insight into what it is like at the moment. 1 degree here in Helsinki, and that's about to get a lot colder. But fortunately, I am a lot more lucky than most people are when they decide to move to Finland. I've got an army of you guys that have my back. So today I put out an Instagram story asking you guys to send me your best tips, tricks, and like life hacks for surviving Finnish winter. We have quite a lot to get through, so I'm gonna pick out the ones that catch my eye as I go down. Oh my God, there's tons. And let's see if we can get any nuggets of gold here. And by the way, if you have a tip for me, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna be reading them all because I need as much help as I can get. The first one that catches my eye is someone telling me to look up a word. So let's do that right now. Finnish to English. I don't really have to type much before that comes up. I do that about 10 times a day. Okay, the word is kerospuk, what? Kerospukke utuminen. Kerospukke utuminen. Kerospuku. Layering. Okay, so layers. That seems to be a really popular thing. Like just looking down, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 in the top. 5 out of the first 10 were telling me to layer up. Do you know the problem I have with layers? Now this is actually something that concerns me quite a lot because, okay, this is gonna make me sound a bit weird, but layers scare me, okay? Mainly because I run really hot. I am constantly warm. And the thought of just putting layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of warm clothes to step outside, it just fills me with dread because I can almost guarantee as soon as I step out that door, I'm gonna be sweating and peeling off all the layers. So I always walk around with a backpack just in case I need to put my jacket in it because more often than not, I just wear a hoodie. But like I say, this is my first winter season here in Finland, so I'm not ruling anything out. I'm taking all of this advice on board because things I think are gonna be very different. Multiple layer of clothing and then villasukat. Finnish to English. Wool socks. See, I'm learning all kinds of things. There's a few here which have just told me to leave. One person just says run. Book a flight, pack your bags and fly somewhere warm. This one is such a Finnish thing to say. Warm clothes and a good attitude to winter. Basically just saying dress up warm and sisu. Warm clothes. I mean, everyone's suggesting warm clothes as though I didn't realize you just put on more clothes to stay warm. But let's see if there's anyone suggesting things for the darkness, because honestly, that is something that is pretty new to me. Although, you know, it stays dark quite long in the UK, but it's a different level here. For the first week after we got back off our honeymoon, I don't think it really ever got light because it was just so cloudy and there's no snow on the ground as well. So it was just really grey and depressing. So let's see. Someone suggests to take vitamin D and supplements daily, which makes sense. Lack of sun, no vitamin D. Just make sure you get that in you. My barber actually suggested I take vitamin D. He's a fellow Brit, so all right, it's a thing. It's so cute. Like all of these suggestions are like if my mum would reply to any of these. A good winter coat that is warm and water repellent at least. And a beanie so the heat won't escape from the top of your head. Thanks, Mom. Wear tykit or mammarit. Here we go again. Cannons. How am I supposed to wear big metal guns? Mammarit, which is translated to mammarella in English. Drink glöggi and do some winter sports like downhill skiing. Skiing is something I must do this winter. I want to do the cross-country one to see if I can actually do that, and maybe downhill, I don't know. Let's see if the opportunity arises. This is probably the most Finnish reply ever. Drink a bottle of vodka every day. You'll stay warm. If you start doing that, then the cold is the least of your problems, I think. Double everything you've got. Double long johns, double sweaters, double gloves, double socks. I look like the bloody Michelin man walking around. Warm your sauna, go there, sit there through the winter, come out when it's spring. If only we had a sauna. Actually, there's one in the building somewhere. I'll just go in there and lock the door and hibernate. Eat lots of maxilaatikko. Well, that's gonna happen any time of the year. That's like telling me to breathe. Ooh, one word. Minttu kakao. My favorite. All right, so I think there was lots of good suggestions there. It's basically layer up, warm clothes, good shoes, and booze. And I want that written on my tombstone when I die, by the way. Okay, let's take to the internet and see if there's any like nuggets of information somewhere in a blog. Helsinki pisteffi. Okay, Finnish winter. 5 tips on tackling the cold season. Get yourself a wake-up light. Interesting, because it's funny, like when we wake up, we've got our blackout blind, because when we moved in it was summer, so it was light really early and stayed light like past bedtime, which is pretty much why you have a blackout curtain, of course. But we still have it and we still use it, because when we pull it down nobody can see in. But also, even when it's dark in the morning, you don't even get that little glimpse of morning light in, so they're a bit expensive but totally worth the money. A light that comes on with an alarm clock. Get outside every time you see the sun shining. Now this might be a little bit tricky for me because I am very lazy, but this actually sounds like a good idea. Just to get out if it's been gloomy for like the past week, which it has been. When the sun shines, you just gotta go and just try and absorb some of the natural vitamin D. And again, with the dressing up and layering, oh, it almost makes me sweat just thinking about having all these layers on me. But I'm saying this now and you guys at home are just like, oh, Dave, you have no idea what you're in for, buddy. And I know it, I've been here in the cold, but I've only ever brought one like quite small down jacket. I have a hoodie underneath. And then I get hot, usually just jeans and a pair of shoes, but I guess I'm gonna have to go shopping. And a bonus, remember to dream of summer days. You can tell a Finn has written that. Because in the summer, everyone's like, oh, it's too bloody hot. Can't wait for the snow to come. Actually, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. And then when it's winter, it's like, just dream of summer, man. It's coming. I'm actually kind of looking forward to, especially when the snow comes. I think that's gonna be nice, because when we moved here, it was snowy, but it was kind of the end. It was like end of March. So the snow was starting to melt. It was getting kind of gray and slushy. And yeah, so I'm actually a little bit excited for the proper cold and the snow. I think it's gonna be fun for like 3 weeks. But anyway, that is about it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you've got any bonus tips for me, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna be reading them all. I need all the help I can get, like I said. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.